As we'll kick off first, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Bear. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Hill. Good blocking, good running. Pickup of 6 out to the 30. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10. Playoff positioning. All the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching. Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr., who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like what you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are committed, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Running inside, it's Hill. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Dante Moore. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on first down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Swings it out to his running back. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Using his feet. He gets it past the stick, slides to avoid the hit, and the drive stays alive with a fourth down conversion.
And it's really tough in that 4th and medium range because you're still thinking pass defensively, and they're late reacting to the run. How about the play call to be able to call the run with confidence, execute it? Nice job by the offense getting the 4th down conversion. First down, new set of downs.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's first down. The defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's Moore to throw. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
That's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
4th down, Moore. Finds him out of the backfield. Could be an alley. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Power ahead. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
It's 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Trying to run it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's so frustrating for the opposing offense, too, because you're just salivating. You're just waiting for an opportunity to get on the field. The offense possessed it the entire first quarter and then capped it off with a touchdown. That was amazing.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Play fake, say it. Zings it complete to the right. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Julian saying to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Hey, guys, we've been talking about this all week, man. What a showdown. Top 10 offense, top 10 defense. Who's going to come out and assert their will? And the defense wins the first battle. Getting in the backfield, creating the negative play, kind of dictating to this offense. The defense strikes first in this big-time matchup.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Punts it out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Lined up in the gun on third down. Sayin. Going for it all. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he loses the football. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, he did a good job to get the foot down in bounds, but only picked up a yard and not enough for a first down.
Yeah, they need to work with more space, Reese. I mean, it's not worth throwing the football all that way to the boundary just a toe tap and get 1 yard. We got to do a better job trying to get these playmakers the football closer to the middle of the field.
The run inside. It's Jackson. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Gets the back moving. Here's Sayin to throw. He's got him in the flat. To the tip. Got enough space. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll send the back in motion. Throwing more. It's complete to the right. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Well, I know at the end of last year, a lot of people were wondering what was going to happen with Dante Moore. Was he going in the draft? People were talking about him being the first overall pick after that blowout loss in the playoff to Indiana. He decided to come back, and no one is happier than Dan Lanning in Oregon and the fans. And by the way, this quarterback room now, David, loaded. Of course, they got Dylan Raiola from Nebraska as well.
Yeah, and Dante Moore, to me, like, does he take that next step? And you saw flashes of Dante Moore where it's great. Like, it is elite of elite. The Iowa game a year ago, when you needed it, had to have a play, he can make it. Can he continue to be that guy consistently and not to make some of those mistakes? Because there is no denying this dude's talent. It's upper echelon level. It's first-round draft pick type stuff.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Turns it on in midfield. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And this could happen on those third and shorts, man. A lot of times, everybody expecting run, ball out, receiver making the play. That's all you got to do, man. Break a few tackles. All of a sudden, you turn a quick throw.
Oh, it's out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Oh, man, how about that? You get your first carry, you're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble it, give it to the other team.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running inside, it's Jackson. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Sayin fires to the right. He makes a catch. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. They'll operate out of split backs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got his man across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go play action with Moore. Lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 15. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll run it. It's Griffin. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Moore takes the easy throw in the flat. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that.
Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing, say it, under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the Michigan State Spartans. And it's the Wolverines in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Say it. Takes the easy one to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Finds a man in the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Julian saying to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Trying to take it back. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
The run inside. It's Griffin. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Now here's more. Pocket breaking down. Buried before he could blink.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The Ducks line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. That had all the makings of a pick six, and it just turned into a completion.
Oh, man, you throw that out route, you're sitting there, you're waiting on it, you get your hand on it, and they still complete it. Man, that could have been a huge play for the defense, but instead, the offense gets the completion.
And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
You've got a 3rd and manageable back up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. And the Ducks will hustle to the line. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Now, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. It's so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll bring it out. It's Cross. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Here's Sayin to throw. He's taking the shot. Goes high to pull it in. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Takes the easy completion. Smashes through the tackle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Cross. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. He's got it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Has it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. The Buckeyes with an answer. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Makes it past the marker. Breaks into the open. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dante Moore. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm. And I think that's why he missed that play.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks.
I pressed the wrong button.
Drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
Kick is in the air. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Offense in a bunch formation. Running inside. It's Cross. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quick completion to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the ground, it's Cross. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Zayn escapes the pressure going right. Right on the money. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust. And some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right. Nice job by the receiver finding some space towards the sidelines. They get the completion and make the play.
Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Zayn. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. throwing. Say it. Unloads to the right. It's caught. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed.
Maybe a crease. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cross. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
From the gun on 3rd down, say it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. 4th down, say it. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Buckeye!
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Moore with the play fake. Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
He would have to, I'm glad the game just glitches. He doesn't throw the ball.
Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their
Fucking
strength
game, bro.
to push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
God damn, just bailing this motherfucker out.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Now here's Moore.
Okay.
Too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that.
That's how I lose, bro. This fucking game just hold me left and mother freaking right.
Good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating.
Oh, well.
And they want to push the ball down the field. But a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very
Fucking
little
fumbles left and right.
Hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill.
Here we go. And then we come on, man.
Go down the field, get me in field goal.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary in the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. The run inside.
Look at this shit.
There's some room.
Come on, bro.
28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
All right, defense. That's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards.
Who's number 9, man?
Commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Will they try to win it here or be content to play for overtime? He'll take it himself.
What?
There he goes.
Okay.
Brought down after a nice game.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run, it has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
From the red zone, it's Jackson. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Now Oregon will call it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll get him stopped.
This fucking game, bro.
Defense uses it. With 17
That's crazy.
seconds left.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Buckeyes.
I don't even know how to run
put
commit.
one on the board on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense.
Bro.
Take almost all the clock, execute.
They gave you everything this game, man.
Lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless.
Not that you didn't play. I'm not taking nothing from you.
The
I'm
extra
not.
point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
Oh, here we fucking go with this shit.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. More play action. Bring in the heat. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Ducks can really
Oh my
attack
God,
on this
it's-
2nd and short.
Oh well. Hike the ball. Yep.
Players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things and wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got 1 loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts. And I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page. They've got to get everybody refocused. You can't let this loss now turn into 2 or 3 or more down the road.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.